So I want to take this video and use it to talk about the place I used to work at for a while, because it's probably the only interesting thing that happened in my life. Because Jaden talked about the nursing home, and that was an interesting, funny video. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And I'm sorry if I sound stupid or something. I'm really tired. I had to get up at 9 o'clock today and help my mom with something, but then I fell asleep for like 4 more hours. It was weird. I don't know. I'm just tired. um. Oh yeah, the haunted house. Yeah, I worked there, and last video I talked about how you people hit the actors all the time and stuff, and it wasn't all bad. It wasn't always like that. Um. We had some fun times, like when where it used to be. Where I used to work at, because it moves locations a lot. It was at an actual haunted location at some point, and there was like a few ghosts that haunted it, if you believe in that stuff, and I firmly believe in ghosts. But there was a ghost that I saw personally on my own that worked there. I mean, that it didn't work there, but it was there. It was haunting the place, and I guess you could say it worked there. Mm. Um, but yeah, I was in the graveyard. My father and my brother were in the trailer at the time, and they were like getting water or something, and I was by myself, and I was sitting on the tombstone, just minding my own business, and all of a sudden this man in a cowboy hat comes walking over to me, and sits on the tombstone, and I can see him clear as day in my side vision, my peripheral vision, and I turn over and say hello to him, and then he's just gone. He just disappeared out of nowhere, and I swear I saw him. It was really weird because I actually was like hello, thinking it was an actual person, and he just disappeared out of nowhere, and I thought it was my brother or something playing tricks with me, and he was all the way at the trailer at the time, so. And I asked the other actors about it, and they said they seen him too. So it was pretty cool. It was one of the neatest things that happened in my life. So, um, and then this one lady, she worked with us for a day, exactly, only one day, and this is because the day she worked with us, she was after a group came, she was smoking a cigarette, and while she was smoking a cigarette, uh, the fog machine blew fog into her face, and then she screamed freaking bloody murder that she saw a face, an evil creepy ass monster face coming at her in the fog, and she never returned after that. She said she was coming home and she'll be back the next day, but she never came back. And it's actually really creepy to think about, actually. It's like, I wonder what happened. But she never came back, and nobody actually got her contact information to check if she was okay. I'm hoping she's okay, but you never know. Other things happened, but most of them were like tricky coincidences. Like this one kid leaned against a door and got claw marks on his back, but I'm pretty sure there was just a hidden nail or something that I leaned against, and it wasn't a ghost because I don't know. There would be no reason for the ghost to scratch somebody. I mean, ghosts have to have reasons. I don't know what I believe, but uh, other than the ghost, it was also fun because you always get in the haunted house you can get two types of groups. Um you can get the type of group that laughs at you, and they just don't care. They come through either drunk or they're just rude people and they come to act like badasses, which you really don't go into a haunted house if you're just gonna act like that. Or you get the group that actually is really hilarious to be with, to scare with and stuff. They interact with the haunted house. They scream. They run. It's really fun. And my friend Asia, she worked with me one year, and we saw our friend Charles, and he didn't recognize us because of the makeup, so we're like, oh, we're gonna scare the shit out of him. And so we sneak up behind him while he's running through the graveyard, and we call his name, and he's like, holy crap, how did they know my name? And his parents are like, how do they know your name? He's like, I don't know. And all of a sudden, and we use the walkie-talkie to tell him every actor his name. So as he's running through the haunted house, all the monsters are chasing him, calling his name, and I'm pretty sure he wet himself. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of people wetting themselves, one year I had a full grown man thinking he was, badass walking with his wife, right? And I jumped out of my hiding spot, and I just, I scared the living hell out of him. He collapsed to the ground, soiled himself, and stayed in the fetal position for a good 10 minutes, where security had to come and take him out of the haunted house because he refused to move out of that spot because I scared him. His wife high-fived me, and it was it was a really really wonderful moment. Um, Another group came, and my brother scared them by running on all fours, and they went completely the opposite direction towards barbed wire. And we're like, no, you gotta stop. We're chasing them, trying to tell them to stop, because they're gonna run straight into the barbed wire and get hurt. And they're like, stop chasing us. And we're like, no, we're trying to help. Please, please stop running towards dangerous objects. And that's why we had to move spots, because there was a dangerous barbed wire and like little potholes everywhere, and people got hurt all the time. So we moved to a more safe spot that's just down the road. Actually, I could walk to it. Um, that spot's fun. I remember a few weeks ago when I still worked there. There was this hay barrel area, and there were like giant stacks of hay, and me and my friend Amy would jump from haystack to haystack, but my friend Lee accidentally freaking broke his shoulder doing that. And then the owner was like, if I catch any more actors on that, they're gonna get fired. And it's like, good job ruining our fun, Lee. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that's selfish to say, but just because he always does these stupid things. Last year when he worked with us, he did this whole roof jumping thing and broke his leg doing that, or his ankle. I'm not sure. He breaks all kinds of things. Like if he doesn't have a broken thing, yeah, the next day he will. I mean, it's just so, something he has to do to break an arm or a leg or bone or anything. And I'm surprised he's like not in intensive care anytime he does something stupid like this. But enough about him. That's basically what the haunted house is. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. It's too bad I'm not gonna work there anymore. It's kind of sad. But I'm not gonna work there with people I don't trust. It's dangerous, especially if you're by yourself at night and all a lot. Like I usually walk around at in the parking lot when all the other people have gone to wait for my mom, and I don't know. It's something dangerous, and I really don't want to be a part of it anymore, sadly. Hopefully I'll find another haunted house to work at, and that actually pays the actors and whatnot, because this haunted house doesn't. But I do have a lot of memories that I do want to go over, but I don't want to, waste your time talking about all the things that I've done. Maybe in other videos, but yeah, I just quickly wanted to go over it, and I should probably end this video soon because it might disconnect again, and I've recorded this video literally 7 times because it keeps disconnecting, and it's really annoying. So let's hope it doesn't disconnect this time before I press stop recording. Okay, I see you guys later. Bye!